the continued harassment and intimidation of members of this team, and especially the Honorable Kibagendi. You will know that a few weeks ago, the Honorable Kibagendi was actually suspended illegally and unlawfully from the precincts of Parliament and outside the precincts of Parliament. It is not possible for a speaker to police utterances of members of the National Assembly or even the Senate at media houses, at funerals, at baby showers. It is preposterous for anybody to imagine that what I say in my bedroom is also subject to the Powers and Privileges Act. It is just a preposterous position of the law. So the initial decision, of course, was unlawful and illegal. And after that decision was made, the Honorable Kibagendi took the matter to court as a believer in the rule of law, that disputes should be settled under the auspices of the law. The court has made a decision that the Honorable Kibagendi should be allowed back in Parliament. And when he comes back to Parliament to serve the people of Kitutu Chache South, again, another illegal decision is made to suspend him from the House in disobedience of the orders of the court for another 14 days. We are a country that is supposed to be governed by law. And we are the people who are saying, this is the reason why we as Linda Mwananchi keep insisting that the values under our constitution in the preamble, including the rule of law, are the underpinning of any functional society. It is not about roads and bridges and railways. Those ones everybody can build. Babu here, if you go to his constituency, he has built a lot of classrooms for schools and other things, but he has never killed anyone.
The party that the speaker leads is a constituent member of Kenya Kwanza government. So we want to call upon Kenyans to revisit the issue of neutrality and impartiality of the office of the speaker. He cannot continue being the speaker of the National Assembly when he is holding a leadership position in a political party. That a member is being punished for what he said on TV. That is outside the precincts of Parliament. So we want the courts, this is a test to you, the judiciary. If judiciary is working, let judiciary issue contempt of court against Wetangula. And that we will know that we are in a democratic state that obeys the law.
Okay, thank you. I want also to take this moment and condemn what happened yesterday in the National Assembly. And I want to tell the Speaker of the National Assembly that you are a lawyer. You claim that to be a lawyer, and you claim that to know the law. Kenya is a law-abiding country, and we don't want a shame in National Assembly. You cannot intimidate a young parliamentary like Kibagendi, who has the right of speech and is governed by the law. There is a court order, and we need that court order to be obeyed. We know that there is a plot of this team of Linda Mwananchi to be intimidated. And we are not going to relent to fight for the Kenyans, to fight for our country. We need freedom in our country. We need to, people who will follow the law. And that's why we are saying we are outside to make sure that we be voice to the voiceless. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Because we are here as Linda Mwananchi, and for us, our mission is to fight to the common Mwananchi. And we are not going to be intimidated by anyone. So we want, as members of Linda Mwananchi, we want Kibagendi, together with his team, will go to the court, as my colleague has said, and we make sure that Kibagendi is back to the Parliament. And we try all means to make sure that Kibagendi is back. We want to tell Kibagendi to be strong, not to be intimidated, and to fight up to the end. Thank you.
say that the Speaker and the Parliament operates under the law, first under the Constitution, an act of Parliament, and the standing orders. A matter where a member of Parliament makes statements outside the House should be pursued outside the House. The Speaker cannot misuse his powers under the Constitution or under the standing orders or any law and mistreat or abuse the rights of a member to represent his people. In fact, representation is cardinal for a member of Parliament. If the Speaker feels that he has committed an offense, he knows the right authorities to report to or what to do. And no one is above the law. The President is excused from proceedings while in office, but that doesn't stop anyone from taking civil or criminal proceedings after he leaves office. And therefore, no one is above the law, not the Speaker. This is not the first time speakers have obeyed or have been seen to obey or to disobey court orders. There was a time Speaker Muturi, and quite a number of times, used to obey court orders. When a member had been sent away and they went to court, in 1 or 2 times, it happened, including the current CS for Energy. He had been sent away and the time was reduced by court and the Speaker Muturi obeyed the law. So contemptuous proceedings will be moved against the current Speaker of National Assembly, and he can be committed to civil jail if he doesn't purge the contempt. So that's what we are going to proceed and make sure that the proceedings against him for contempt of court is free to purge it. If he doesn't, then he will go to jail. I thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. For the benefit of everybody, I brought the standing orders of the National Assembly so that when we refer to them, we can read them out for you or give you an opportunity to read them so that you clearly understand what happened yesterday. As a matter of fact, yesterday, Parliament was turned into George Orwell's Animal Farm by the conduct of the chairperson at that time, Honorable Kaluma, and the decision to punish the Honorable Member, Anthony Kibagendi. If you look at our standing orders, the Speaker can only punish a member